Hello everybody and welcome back to UniversalGiant Plays Ocarina of Time Master Quest. This is part 2 of Kokiri Forest, and we're talking to this guy that's not letting us go see the Great Deku Tree. He's complaining that we don't have a ferry so we can't see the Deku Tree. But he's apparently blind, because the Deku Tree summoned me and I have a ferry. And he doesn't take very kindly to that. He's very upset that he doesn't get to go see the Deku Tree, and we get to. So, because he's so jealous and he's such a stuck-up brat, he's not going to let us go until we have a sword and a shield. What a jerk. I mean, those things actually come in handy, but that's no excuse not to let me in, Mido. More information about the game. This was originally released in 1998, and the Master Quest version was released in 2003 for the GameCube. It came as a premium for anybody that pre-ordered The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and the disc had both the original game and the Master Quest version. Jumping over this gap usually gives me a blue rupee. I don't know where it is. I got one on the other one. But anyway, the only place we can get a shield in here is the shop. And the shop sells shields for 40 rupees. Rupees are the currency of the game. They're like little, I guess they're little gem things that look like that. Green rupees are worth 1, blue rupees are worth 5, red are worth... no. I think yellow are worth 10, red are worth 20, I think purple ones are worth 50, and the other ones 100, 200. They're so rare that you don't really have to remember. So right now we're just going rupee hunting. This is probably the most boring part of the game. And I forget where all the rupees are. So Z targeting is a feature that was, I guess it was relatively new to this game. That if you press and hold the Z button and you go into like this two-dimensional mode, which is really helpful when you're trying to fight enemies. If you see Navi go to someone or something and turn a different color with a little arrow over their head, if you press Z, you can target them and move around them without having to, you know, change direction. So if I want to, say, slice this guy up with my sword, and I can move around him, all I'm doing, the game automatically aims for me, which is nice. So blue is usually someone to talk to, green is usually something to check or something interesting that we should take a second look at, and yellow is for enemies, which we should be attacking. So we're still on the hunt for 40 rupees. We need 14 more. Plants are usually good for giving you stuff. They can give you rupees, they can give you items. Yeah, we don't need those signs that tell us how to use the controls. We're good enough, thank you. Why those rocks are interesting enough that if I press Z I can point at them is beyond me. I would never want to pay so much attention to a rock. There's gotta be an easier way to get rupees. Yeah, let's try going in and out of somewhere. House of the Great oh, the boss of the Kokiri. He's just a selfish jerk. I'm afraid to open these. I think they're hearts. I don't want hearts. Oh, what the heck. Let's see what's in one. Oh, 5 rupee. Okay. Maybe this is another rupee. A green rupee, that's 1 rupee. We need 6 more. 5 rupee. If this one's a rupee, we're set. No, it's a heart! I'm 1 rupee short. Oh, we can also pick up rocks and throw rocks. It just takes a really long time to pick them up and throw them. If you're lucky enough to get a rupee from one of them. Come on. Just one. That's all I'm asking for. 1 rupee. Come on. 1. Please. Come on. 1 rupee. That's all I'm asking for. Thank you. Now we can finally go to the shop. Which one's the shop? I think that one's the shop. The one with the one with the girl sitting on top of it. Oh, and we got the 5 rupees there. Okay, so since we have to pass through here, she kindly tells us how to use the Z targeting. But I know how to use the Z targeting already. I could have just as easily walked past her, but I was stupid enough to stop and talk to her. Yeah, if you press the B button when somebody's talking, it usually lets you bypass most of the text. So Deku Shield, 40 rupees. It's a pretty wooden shield with a Deku symbol on it. I bet nobody could have seen that one coming. So we use the R button to defend ourselves, and if we hold R while targeting, I don't know why it's called it. Oh, I guess... yeah, it was called Z targeting in the Nintendo 64 game, but I guess you use the L button to defend with the GameCube controller. I'm playing with the Nintendo 64 controllers right now. This is on my Nintendo 64 emulator. Okay, so let's talk to Mido. Yeah.
If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you have to have at least a sword and a shield, because you're such a weak wimp that you'd never be able to survive without those 2 stupid things.
And oh no, you actually have a shield and a sword. Good grief, Charlie Brown, we have to let this guy through. The Great Mido will let you through, but you're such a wimp that you'll probably, I don't know, trip and fall to your death or something. Yes, he's upset that we're in good with the Great Deku Tree and he's not. So, running down here, we meet our first enemies. The Deku Baba. It looks withered, so it'll probably hurt if we touch it. So, we kill it and we get our first item, which is a Deku Stick. And really, all this thing is good for is carrying a flame, which we'll see when we get to the first dungeon. You can only carry 10 of them. So we finally have something to equip with the C buttons. Let's grab ourselves one more Deku Stick, because these things really come in handy, especially if you start running out of them. Hopefully we have time to talk to the Great Deku Tree.
I'm back.
So yes, this is the Great Deku Tree. It's a very big tree with a mustache. And the tree is about to tell us that there's evil afoot, and that we know about it because we've been having nightmares. And apparently we're sensitive to the nightmares, as well as the Deku Tree. Apparently the Deku Tree is cursed, and we have to break the curse. Do I have enough courage? I'm running out of time, so I'm going to say yes. Yes, strangely enough, the very first mission of the young child on his quest to save the world is to venture inside the depths of the person with which he was raised all his life, and to expel the evil that is within him. That seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to ask of a child. So we enter our first dungeon inside the Deku Tree. But since we're running low on time, I'm just going to cut it off. One of the nice things about Ocarina of Time, unlike Majora's Mask, you can actually save at any point in the game. So if you go to the start screen and you press the B button, you can save. And so we've officially saved the game. As long as we save inside a dungeon, we will restart the game at the beginning of the dungeon, which is convenient. So that's going to do it for episode 1 of UniversalGiant's playthrough of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm going to see you in episode 2 when we begin exploring the first dungeon of the game, inside the Deku Tree. See you then.